Okay.
Okay, I'd like to call the East China Township Board meeting for December 16th, 2024 to order. Clerk, please call the roll.
Supervisor Western?
Yep.
Clerk Smith here. Treasurer Horn?
Here.
Trustee Babel?
Yes, here.
Trustee Biebuck is absent. Trustee Klein?
Here.
Trustee Richley? Absent.
Okay.
Pledge of allegiance?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Agenda, I don't have anything to modify or whatever on there. So if everybody's okay with it, I'd entertain a motion to approve the agenda as presented.
So moved.
Ms. Babel, is there support?
Yes.
Ms. Horn? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Same thing with the minutes. If chance to read more, there's no corrections, clarifications, anything, I'd entertain a motion to approve the minutes as presented from last meeting.
Motion to approve.
Motion from Ms. Horn?
Yep.
Is there support?
I'll support.
Babel? Okay. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Presentations and guest speakers, we have none tonight. Public comment, I don't see any public comment tonight. Consent agenda, C1 is financial reports, C2 departmental reports, C3 is historical meeting minutes, November 2024, C4 is St. Clair Area Fire Authority, November 2024 runs and report, and the C5 is transfer of employee, the DPW to the water plant, and C6 is Park Commission meetings minutes, October 2024. Entertain a motion to approve consent as presented.
So moved.
Ms. Smith, is there support?
Support.
Ms. Babel?
I do have some questions. Do you want after we vote or?
Go ahead. We got.
On the manager report, it's got under consultant communications, legal, pending grievance has been submitted to arbitration. What do we have a grievance about?
Remember the problem with the opening up the hole down here and the tagging fell in on it?
Yep.
Employees were recommended and everything was validated.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, let me see here. Memorial bench for park commissioners was set in place near the kiosk at the park. For them, it looks like a private memorial bench was also placed along the path, used by a private individual. Do we know who the park commissioner was that we bought a bench for?
They opted to buy one bench and had multiple names on it
Oh, I see.
for in recognition of former. We haven't put the plaque on it yet, but I'm aware.
I see. Okay.
That it? Okay, any comments, questions? Been moved and supported. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay. Disbursements, Ms. Horn.
Payroll, 44,406.11. Accounts payable, 122,206.05. EFT, 60,749.68. E-checks, 302.30. Invoices, 101,712.71. Total of 329,376.85.
Okay. Motion to approve those as presented.
Motion to approve is presented.
Thank you, Ms. Horn. Your support?
Support.
Please call the roll.
Roll call vote. Supervisor Western?
Yes.
Clerk Smith, yes. Treasurer Horn?
Yes.
Trustee Babel?
Yes.
Trustee Biebuck?
Yes.
Trustee Klein?
Yes.
Trustee Richley?
Here. Barely.
Okay.
All right, unfinished old business, second reading. The chapter 453 is amended. Let me read this through. This is the second one that we put through us from last meeting. We got nobody that had any comments or questions, requested anything, so I make a motion we approve this as presented. We direct that it's going to be recited in full as presented in the paperwork here, yep, and put it into the minutes, and for the minutes to also reflect where it can be inspected. Okay?
Okay. Do you know if you made that motion?
Right.
I'll support.
Okay. Comments, questions? We need a roll call on that.
We should.
All right, perfect.
Roll call vote. Clerk Smith, yes. Treasurer Horn?
Yes.
Trustee Babel?
Yes.
Trustee Bebak?
Yes.
Trustee Klein?
Yeah.
Trustee Richley?
Yes.
Supervisor Westrich?
Yes. Thank you. Old business 2, the executive employee evaluations. Was that to the agenda last meeting? The clerk has some information on that.
Yes. So I don't think there's any paperwork.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It was brought up kind of as a discussion item. So I took a look at the job description and a few samples that Mr. Richley provided as a basis, kind of like a basic starting point. So I guess my thought here is, this is the first one. Since we have all brand new people, whatever we end up coming up with as an evaluation, in my mind, is going to be a baseline for the future evaluations, because we have nothing to start with here.
Right.
We're on open ground. I mean, we have a very not detailed job description that I saw, which was basically what was posted in the newspaper when they hired that position. So there's not any real, what do I want to say?
Well, yeah, I guess the easy way to describe it is that to do an evaluation for someone, you need to have also a clear set of goals and objectives that that person's or employee is supposed to be presented with to attain. Those job duties could be listed in the job description and whatnot, but you need goals, objectives, and everything else there. And then that's what you measure them to, is what you've actually communicated to them as their job.
Yeah, what were they hired for?
And
Right.
Richard even pointed out, there's kind of vague on some of the descriptions and all this stuff, so we're actually going back and looking at all of it, every employee, but we're gonna set up to make sure the job description meets what the board wants. If we have to have some work sessions, we can do that, but, and then we can evaluate towards that. And like you said, we do one for a baseline and then go from there. That's kind of what we come up with. She did present me with what compilation of what you had given me, so we're looking at it over now, but that's probably,
Maybe for the next meeting, we could give you a
Yeah, maybe the
sample
following
of what you
meeting.
can kind of come up with.
right.
Do you think,
Working on.
do you think that
That's-
maybe we should start with doing the job descriptions
Exactly.
and then, and goals, and then from there, we come up with an
That's
evaluation
exactly what we
form?
need to
Yes.
do.
I think we need to take it in those steps. So I think the evaluation should maybe just temporarily go to the side and look at everybody's job and do goals and hopefully have the employees' input as well on this.
Right. And we
Just
have
my thoughts.
a couple executive employees at this point now, so we're trying to do the same, make it the same, so we have that type of tool. Because we do the DPW, we do our department supervisors already, and of course, all employees evaluation as well.
Yes.
So that's just an update of where we're at, and Sandy's kind of helping along with that. So maybe, I'm thinking the second meeting in January might be a good time to maybe have a work session ahead of time if everybody can meet there, do that, go through it all. But, all right,
Okay.
any questions, comments? Thank you, Ms. Smith. New business, there's some housekeeping to be done here. The resolution, it's the St. Clair County Road Commission annual right-of-way permit. It's presented here in your packet. It's the same as last year. It's just an annual permit we get every year to work on water mains, sewers, whatever we need to do in the right-of-ways. It grants us opportunity to do that without having to go through all of their permit processes every time. So this is resolution 21-2024. It's the St. Clair County Road Commission annual right-of-way permit. I make a motion we approve that as presented.
So, support.
Okay, questions or comments? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Second one is the same, pretty much the same thing, except this instead of St. Clair County Road Commission, it's for the MDOT, Michigan Department of Transportation for state highways, which we have one, M29. I think that's the only one I have. But resolution 22-2024 is the Michigan Department of Transportation annual right-of-way permit, again for the same purposes. I make a motion we approve that as presented as well.
Support.
Moving support, comments, questions? If not, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, new business 3 is budget amendments. Have some cleanup to do at the end of the year here. have them in front of you here. Let's start with questions. Anybody?
I just have a comment. Oh, I'm sorry. It was somebody else.
Go ahead.
Okay. I'm not in favor of it because we don't have the numbers for the fund balances. Just like the last three.
The fund balances.
Correct. Like where we would stand with these changes.
Well, you'd have your revenue expenditure reports in your packet.
Yeah.
Yeah, but.
That would show where all the money is.
Yeah, where it is, but not where it is with us. That's the problem that I
It
have.
actually does. Then that sheet we had about a month ago shows you our fund balance total in the general fund.
Not with these changes, though.
The quarterly budget amendments are standard procedure. This isn't anything new. This is every quarter, we're gonna have amendments
I
for
understand that.
up and downs and balance things out. So
I understand that. It's just, there's other communities that do it where they actually have like the fund balances and the amendment, or in the actual resolution, and I think that's the way. The reason that this became an issue to me is because I voted for them for years until this last year when we had a massive increase, and then people wonder why their water bills are so insanely high, and this is why, because we don't keep track of that stuff. In my opinion. But
Well, if you'd like a different format, I mean, let's talk about it so we can get you what you want. Okay?
okay. All right.
Anybody else?
no, I'll make a motion to adopt resolution 23-2024, amending the fourth quarter 2024 budget.
As shown on Exhibit A.
Shown on Exhibit A.
Okay? And get a motion made. I'll support that. Any other comments or questions? If not, clerk, please call.
Roll call vote, Clerk Smith, yes. Treasurer Horn?
Yes.
Trustee Babel?
Yes.
Trustee Bebuk?
Yes.
Trustee Klein?
Yeah,
Trustee Richley?
No.
Supervisor Wester?
Yes, thank you. New business for the RISA agreement for services. I don't know if you got a chance to read through this, but the township phone systems are in much need of, we talked about it actually for the last 2 years, about doing this after we got the fiber all done. We have been having not much luck getting proposals, but now the RISA has come up with some stuff that they're working on for us, okay? They're gonna do, RISA will go ahead and propose a system, you know, with the upgrade cost to install it and everything else. All we're getting here is an agreement or an approval to go ahead and get that review and let them analyze our telephone system and then provide us with a quotation for the same. So that's what this is for.
So our service would actually be through RISA, from RISA? Or is our telephone company
They
involved?
actually have a phone system they can procure and install for us, and they would be also, we're looking to down the road to have them as our, I don't know if it's on here,
Primary.
for our service anyway, because they're in tune with everything that's been put in here, you know, for all of our data and everything else. You want to help me out here? I'm fumbling, go ahead. Dwayne or Cindy, that's pretty much what we're talking about, right?
Well, we'd like them to come and
Right.
review what we have and provide a proposal for an upgrade.
Yeah.
They require us to have some sort of agreement before they're gonna spend their man-hours, you know, investing time and resources to do that for us.
We want to know that we're serious about doing it, and which we are. We talked about doing it for a while, but we just haven't been able to get anybody on board. So, any other questions?
I do have a question. It says approve agreement, and it says agreement will not be available, will provide. When will it be provided?
It wasn't received today. I thought it would be. It's just a very cookie cutter template showing what their hourly rates are and things like that.
Right.
What is the total, we don't know what the total cost is gonna be.
No, I think we had a proposal, or we talked about some numbers, $15,000 to $20,000 back a year ago or so from somebody else, and I don't remember who it was for. I think High Tech maybe gave us that number. I don't remember, but it was not something we were
is this gonna come back to the board
Oh,
after
yes,
this?
this is just an okay to let them go ahead and check our system out and talk to each department, see what they need, and come up with a proposal.
I just don't like the wording, approve agreement with SCC RISA without seeing the agreement.
Yeah.
I'll say, I'll make a motion.
To review
if-
and analyze.
Right.
Yeah, if that's, so moved, I'll make that motion.
I don't, there's nothing to us unless we decide we're just, you
And then
know,
it says provide options for upgrade.
right.
So there won't be any cost to us till we look at it.
We're not gonna do anything until we approve it as a board,
Okay.
right, whatever it costs.
Yeah, that's what you
Yeah,
want,
yeah,
right?
right,
Yeah,
yep.
But
I agree with that.
so if we, okay, I just want to clarify something then. So all we're doing is they're having them come out. Now will they charge us then to come out? Let's just say we don't do anything. Let's say we don't like what they're doing. Are they going to charge us a fee anyway for coming out and doing the work?
No, the idea, this is just engaging them. to-
Okay.
To do the
All right.
legwork, to provide options for us to look at.
Okay,
We're
that's
gonna
what
end
I
up
thought.
buying the
That's okay.
equipment
What if-
ourselves,
Yeah, what it-
paying them an hourly rate to do the install if we decide to go that route.
Right, okay,
they want it to come from the board to know we're serious. How's that?
that makes
Maybe that
sense.
describes it a little bit more for you guys?
Yeah,
Okay.
that makes a lot of sense. Thanks, Barb.
All right, been motion made by Mr. Richley. Is there support to that?
I'll support.
Mabel? All right. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you. New business 5. You worked with Wendy on this, didn't you, Sandy? We're gonna appoint
Yeah.
Mr. Klein to the planning commission. He's a trustee member, is required. We're gonna do that for December 16th, right now. And also to the ZBA commission, there's a trustee member required there, and Mr. Klein, at the last meeting, happily volunteered, as in he opened his mouth, so he's learning real quick.
Suck me right
put it
in
that
there.
way.
I have the volunteer.
And then the St. Clair River Sewer and Water Authority appointment will be Steve Demick for a 5-year term, 12/16/2029. Jim is on the other two as running concurrent with his current elected term, okay? So if there's nothing,
There were a couple additional, I don't know what happened to those
You had
that I
election commission.
submitted. For lot split, it's the
Lot
assessor,
split,
the
is it
clerk, and trustee Babel offered to go on that. And then election commission is the clerk.
you want, here, hold on, lot split is what?
Okay. Lot split is the assessor, the clerk, and trustee Babel.
And that was a renewal of the term?
It's a new term for trustee Babel.
Okay. All right. And then your election
And then
commission?
election commission is the clerk, trustee Bebock, and trustee Babel.
So these are new assignments for the current term? Okay.
Correct, yes, 2/11/2028.
2028,
I'll
you
make a
said?
motion
Yes.
for those appointments as presented.
Okay, is there support?
Support.
Ms. Horn? All right, again, Mr. Klein to the Planning Commission and ZBA Commission. Sewer and Water Authority is Mr. Demick. Lot split is the assessor, the clerk, and Ms. Babel. Election Commission is the clerk, Ms. Bebock, and Ms. Babel. Correct?
Yes.
That's what you said, Mr. Richley?
Yep.
I like it. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you.
Well, this one.
December's the last meeting, and February's the next.
Announcements. I'll start. I have a couple.
Two.
We did receive bids back, I believe it's today, right?
Yes.
We did receive bids for the RFQ that we put out for engineering services. We got 9 people that responded. So we're gonna be going over those internally here in the next week or 2 or whatever and try to come up with something. Again, don't hold me to it, but I envision that we will approve some of them based on what services are required and what the field their specialty is. So that'll be coming back to the board. I don't know if we'll have time to get it to the first meeting, but we'll try. If not, it'll be second meeting. But if you have any questions or comments, you guys want to talk about that, be happy to take a look at it. I didn't get a chance to make you guys copies because I was kind of late, but this is the list of the people that did submit. Okay. The other one, again, I didn't bring this to the board, but St. Clair County Metropolitan Planning Commission's asking for a letter of support of 123 Nat's application for BEAD grant. It's a letter supporting, yeah, we think they should get a grant. So I'm gonna go ahead and send our support on that unless anybody's got problems with that. I have a copy of that letter for you as well, but
What is that? Or, oh, I got you.
take a look at it. I don't really know. I didn't get a chance to look at it real close. I think you sent it last week, but.
I did look at it. It was something we would want to support.
Yeah, Risa sent one out.
Off the top
Okay.
of my
It's
head.
just them, you know, like we do, we gather people's letters of support to, hey, we want to get a
Right.
grant for this. That's all it is.
Yeah,
It doesn't
okay.
mean anything
Oh.
else.
Okay.
It's not costing us anything. We aren't necessarily committing to anything down the road. So if you don't have a problem with
Okay.
that, I'll send a letter out on our board's behalf for that.
Anytime there's no cost, I'm fine.
No, it's just that we have to get it typed up and I have to sign it, and that's about it.
And that's for some cog or?
That's for Metropolitan Planning Commission in St. Clair County. And then our hours. Lobby will be closed December 19th from 11:30 till 1 for a conference. Closed December 24th, 25th, 30th, and January 1st. And the special library hours will be 26th and 27th, to be 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. All right, and we'll post this as well out front. All right, just wanted to make that announcement. That's about all I have. Anybody else? What do we have? Have Merry Christmas? Is that what it is?
Yeah, that's.
I'm all for it.
All right.
And then, the policy book, is there any update on that? About
Oh,
getting
yeah,
a
I haven't had a chance to come in. I just finally got
Okay.
walking around again, but.
Okay, yeah, I know you're busy.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
then, let's see, the total employee compensation, salaries, wages, same thing?
Yeah, we have that. It's in the materials, I think,
that
when we
was
prepared
in
the
there.
budget, but I'll get you that too.
Okay.
Send
And
it to you.
then, there's a discussion that's probably gonna happen tomorrow night at the park commission meeting. I'm assuming, I'm not psychic, but just, I did have a conversation with the chairperson of the park commission, and they're looking at their 5-year plan more in detail. And they wanna kind of, not update it, but I mean, just update where they're at right now, because we're a little bit behind the 8 ball on where we're supposed to be, but they're gonna look into different projects as to what they can do to kind of catch back up and what they can do with getting grants and stuff like that. So I just wanted to bring that up and in anticipation of what's gonna happen tomorrow, but I'll probably have an update at the next meeting about that, so
Okay, by all means.
that's all I got. Thank you.
All right, Mr. Klein, anything?
Nothing.
Torn?
I do have some good news. We had our St. Clair County Clerks Association meeting on Thursday, and I won $500 for education for 2025. For the Clerks Conference. Yeah.
Go
so
Sandy.
It's a drawing.
I got it to the
Well, I
treasurer.
don't get it personally, but it goes toward our, clerk education, so
Well, congratulations.
happy about that. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for working on that.
Yeah. I have a couple things. I just passed around this about the St. Clair County Quilt Trail. We had a presentation done at the Historical Commission over at the Red Brick Schoolhouse this last meeting. And we are thinking about possibly getting a quilting square, and you put it on the outside of the building. It's on plywood or on a certain type of thing that doesn't wear out or anything. But then we'd have to put it, we don't want to attach it to the building, but we would make a plaque type thing and put it on there. And then there's a QR code that everybody can come in and put in their phone and get all the update of everything that's going on and all the other quilting squares that are around the whole St. Clair County. And it tells the history and everything of each building. And so we're thinking about doing that, but I wanted to give everybody the update and present that probably at the next meeting within the
I think
next
that's
meeting or
great.
two.
I think it's a great idea. I
awesome.
didn't even know we had
Yeah.
such a thing going on.
I know,
Right.
we didn't either, and I heard
City.
about it at one of the open houses at
China,
the
City,
schoolhouse, so.
Nice.
Alderneck and Clay or
So I thought that would
Oh,
be
really?
pretty good.
Yeah, if you.
And they
Oh, there's a
don't,
map in
they
there.
only
Yeah, if
charge
you,
one.
oh, you have
shot.
one with the map, but if
One
you scan on
fee,
the code,
you know,
it'll
to
take you,
Oh,
but you
purchase
can
it,
look at
and
Oh, yeah,
don't
this
do
one
any
didn't open up. The one I
updates
had,
yeah.
for,
Yeah, here.
as long as we have the the quilting square
Oh,
up there.
right, damn
so
figures.
you never charge
That's awesome.
to update information, so,
Oh, I got you.
Yeah?
yeah.
They got little quilt plaques
Did you have
everywhere
another
in places, I
Yes, I
guess.
did. The January
So we're gonna have
Historical
one in
Commission
Old schoolhouse.
is supposed to be
Hold
on
on
the
there.
1st
Yeah.
of January.
Oh, sorry.
And it's going to be canceled,
I
because there's
didn't
no
hear you.
sense.
I'm sorry.
The Historical Commission
What
meeting
was that again?
is the 1st of January, so we're gonna cancel that. So just
Right.
to let everybody know.
Okay.
And Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays.
Same to everyone.
Yes.
And our residents, our staff.
Eva, do you have anything?
Yep.
If not,
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
is there support?
Second.
Mr. Klein, is that right?
Support. Yep.
All in favor, say aye. Aye. Thank you, we're adjourned.
Thank you.